Can-Am Midgets. Skelton Truck Line, Chaco Clothing. Car number 84 for Jody Bound from Stouffville, Ontario. Next car on the starting grid will be the 78, Mark Salmon of London, Ontario. In the Murray's transmission, Curry Steel erecting Barry's frame and alignment. Georgia Sunoco, the 78 for Mark Salmon from London. Second generation driver in the Dinsmore Racing Chatterson Machine and Tool. Car number 30 from Paris, Ontario. It'll be Jared Turnbull. Jared Turnbull in car number 30. The Jeans Garage car out of Toronto, Ontario. It'll be car 32. The pilot is Steve Koza. At the keyboard of car number 74, the Lorenz & Sons Ed Seifried's Garage, Niagara Racecrafters, Hoosier Tire, Ace Simpson, Rushford Auto, Skidoo, and Marine. The car 74 for Lancasters, New York, Kenny Lorenz. The Nawash Camp, Crown Steering and Brake, Niagara Racecrafters, Ford Auto Records. The car number 40, one of the front runners here with the Castro Can-Am TQ Midgets, Andy McArith, out of Etobicoke, Ontario, driving car number 40. The Lucky 7 car will go next on the starting grid. And this is Dan May out of Mount Hope, Ontario, in the car owned by Ross May. And he's the 1992 Niagara Indoor Midget Champion in car number 7, Danny May from Mount Hope. Current point leader, and he'll be steering car number 5, the Pennzoil Central Truck Body Niagara Racecrafters NutraSweet. The car number 5, the Yellow Bird, the number 5 for Keith Dempster out of Alton, Ontario. In the Leitner Bush, Wisco, Funston Racing, car number 26. From Newmarket, Ontario, it'll be Jeff Ribberty, in a car owned by his dad, Roger Ribberty. In a car that he owns, drives, and wrenches, the car number 3 out of North York, Ontario, will be Todd Creswell in car number 3. Bill Creswell, the owner of that race car. Another second-generation driver, and he'll be driving the Deuce, the Englewood Collision car number 2. His dad was about a 5-time champion with 37 wins in the Can-Am Midget Club. It'll be Vinny Cristiano Jr. in the Deuce out of Tonawanda, New York. The car number 75, that's a rookie. It'll be Brad Reinhardt out of Kitchener, Ontario, and his tier car number 75. The Wagner Trucking, Valor Lumbering, DNS Timber 70 car from right down the road in Delavan, New York. It'll be Dan Wagner in the 70. Final car on the starting grid, it'll be the car number 39, the George's Collision. He's a former modified champion here at the Speedway. It'll be Charlie DeRosa out of West Seneca in car number 39. So that's the way the field of Castro Can-Am Midgets align themselves. 20 laps will be the distance for the Thunder and Lightning division. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think you saw something during the heat events, wait till these guys, all of them, start cranking it here in the 20-lap main event. So a beautiful field once again, and as I said, this is their World Series, the Super Bowl, the Daytona 500, all wrapped up in one when they come here to Holland International Speedway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next trip by, hey, the Midgets, a lot of these guys have come a long way to entertain us here at the Holland Speedway. They're going full ride. This is the wave lap. Wave something white and bright. Grab your program, your hat, your Holland Speedway program, whatever you've got down there, and give them a resounding send-off. Here they come, down in turn number 4. They'll be coming to you first, and you can see the starter, A.J. Hessler. So how about the wave lap? Get up on your feet, stomp your feet, yell, scream, pick out your favorite driver. He won't be able to hear you, but he sure will be able to see you. And that's the bubble car pulling into the infield. That's Roy Barnes into the infield. He was the bubble car. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I know that the midget drivers appreciate the attention that they receive from the wave lap. Very popular at all the speedways where they travel. Okay, the white flag, and that will be shown to the competitors, and they'll go around one more time, then the green will be waved. And the Thunder and Lightning division, the Castro Can-Am TQ Midgets, they'll be unlimbering their race cars in a 20-lap event. So 20 laps, just about ready for the green flag. Okay, here they come, ladies and gentlemen. The Suzukis, the Hondas, the motorcycle motors come to full song off turn number 4. They come sweeping down up the second corner, down the back straightaway. And whoa, they're 4 wide on the back straightaway. Boy, these guys really haven't get it here in the early going. And it's Wayne Turnbull. He's the early leader in the car number 31, the yellow 90 car. It is Dave McIntosh. He has taken over the second spot. Looks like Peter DeMann riding in third. Let's see who will come across in the fourth position. It'll be Jody Bound 4, Jim Johnstone Jr. in 5. The top 3 cars nose to tail. Look at DeMann now. Drops to the inside of the racetrack. They're still racing side by side, 3 wide. As they come off the corner, here they come back to the stripe. It remains Turnbull, McIntosh in second, DeMann in third. Jody Bound is pulled up. Oh, here comes Peter DeMann. He makes a move to the inside, gets a wheel up on the inside. McIntosh tries to close the door, but here comes Peter DeMann on the inside. Jody Bound and Andy Mackers moving up as well. So fast and furious competition, head of the field. Wayne Turnbull hanging on. Oh, Turnbull's car. He may have smoked the tires over there. A little bit of tire smoke. And Jody Bound now muscles to the inside. Jody Bound is taking over the lead off turn number 2, and look at him come. Boy, you talk about feeding time at the zoo. Look at these guys. Here they come off turn number 4. Back to the stripe. It is Bound, DeMann. Wayne Turnbull in third spot. Andy Mackerath now. Mackerath sorts out the car number 40, and he goes side by side with Wayne Turnbull. Mackerath now is taking over the third position. Jim Shirtliff in the 44. The 44 of Jim Shirtliff and Andy Mackerath. Boy, I'll tell you, Mackerath, he's driving like a man possessed out there. He's on a mission. So he is taking over the second spot. It remains Jody Bound, Andy Mackerath, Peter DeMann in third position. DeMann in third. 4 is Turnbull. And now the Mark Samet car, who's in the car 78, is taking over 5 from Jimmy Shirtliff. But here comes the leader, Jody Bound, to the stripe. 9 down, 11 to go. 9 laps have been put in the record book. And here comes the 40 now. He sets his sights on the leader as they negotiate turn number 3 and 4. They come down, we're halfway there. 10 down, 10 to go. Halfway home. Bound continues to be the leader. The chaser, though, is Andy Mackerath. They have pulled away, leaving the balance of the field in their wake. But here goes Mark Samet now. Samet trying to make a late race charge up to the field. He is pulled up on the back bumper, the back crash guard of the DeMann number 15. They're going to put Vinny Cristiano 1 lap down. And the first dozen laps have been written down in the record book. The passing flag being shown. Oh, Jim Shirtliff. Man. A crash down there in turn number 1. We see Jimmy Shirtliff start climbing over a wheel. And the caution flag on the speedway is we have 11 laps down. 11 down, 9 to go. Well, Keith Dempster, the current point leader, tough break for him, and Steve Koza as well. The 5 and 32, and I don't know, it looks like maybe one of the cars is dropping some moisture on the speedway. And the 44 car was also involved in that skirmish. And Jimmy Shirtliff now has taken the 44 into the infield. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, white flag now from the right hand of A.J. Hessler as the field moves single file down the front straightaway, anticipating a green flag with 11 laps down, 9 more to go here in the Castro Can-Am TQ Midget main event. The Thunder and Lightning division ready to go back to work here with the 11 down, 9 to go. And Jody Bound, the current leader, but right there, knocking on the back door, has been Andy Mackerath out of Mississauga, Ontario, on the car number 40. Okay, now the field gathers it up. They close up all the gaps. They are set to go. A.J. Hessler stares him down off turn number 4. The green comes back in the air. Compliment of A.J. Hessler. And look at the 84 car. Boy, he got a beautiful jump on the restart. And Jody Bound, realizing he's got Andy Mackerath right there, he tries to sort his car out and pull away to a commanding advantage. Here he comes off turn number 4. Back down the stripe. So 12 down, 8 to go. 1 caution period so far. Andy Mackerath in second spot. Mark Samet comes up on the challenge now. Samet drops to the inside of Mackerath, and they're going to go side by side, door handle to door handle. Off the corner, no doors on these cars. Well, these are pure thoroughbred race cars. So it remains Jody Bound, the leader. Mackerath now within about 2 car lengths to the rear of the leader as they'll come down 13 on the scoreboard, and we will now put up 14. So a half a dozen laps left to be run. It's Jody Bound, the current leader. You see Andy Mackerath, he had a notion. He took a peek downstairs But Bound is going to try to protect the inside from Andy Makareth. And now a handful of laps, only 5 to go. 5 laps to go, and we go back under caution. As we have a car making contact, it appears, with the Armco barrier in turn number 4. So looking at the closed circuit monitor here and trying to pick up a number is, well, the car number 33, that's the veteran Dick Mahoney out of Newmarket, Ontario, and the Rich Watkins car. Dick Mahoney normally drives either car number 79 or the 25 car, but tonight he has taken over the reins of the number 33 of Dick Mahoney out of Grand Island, New York. Dick Mahoney and Harry Macy, Art Hessler, some of these folks were some of the founding fathers, if you will, of the Castro Can-Am Midget Club back in the mid-60s when they formed the club. They used to go out and they used to race on dirt. They'd race in a parking lot in those early years back in the mid-60s. Then they found a home. They used to run up at the Lancaster Speedway on a regular basis in the old quarter-mile oval over here at the Holland Speedway, Perry Speedway. When that was paved, of course, that facility is now gone dirt. And they used to run also in Canada, some of the short tracks up there. And one of the folks up there had a farm one time. They used to built their own racetrack basically up there and were running around up there in the mid-60s. Probably here tonight watching all the actions, the initial champion of the Can-Am Midget Club, John Casey. John not in competition tonight. At least we did not see him in the earlier events. But John Casey, a great supporter of the Can-Am Midget Club over the past almost 30-some-odd years. All the safety crew down there in the corner. I'd like to remind the folks also, don't forget to pick up your four-score 50-50 tickets. Larry Dye gave the report of $1,350, I believe that amount was. So we've had several winners that have walked out of here with a nice down payment on a brand new automobile, actually, close to, yep, 17, I think it was $1,696 if memory serves, but as Larry indicated, very close to the $1,700 mark. Well, the white flag. Want to remind the folks very quickly here, Enduro racing, Enduro competition continues. The Kendall Challenge for the Enduro cars Monday, that's Labor Day, at 6 p.m. Okay, the white flag now from A.J. Hessler, and we're about ready to turn these guys loose one more time here. With 14 down, 6 to go, second caution period is coming to a conclusion with A.J. Hessler clenching the green and caution flag up on the starter's bridge. Looks the field over. They close in all the gaps. The green is in the air, and they're racing one more time. Okay, Jody Bound tries to take off. He was very good on the restarts, but this time around, the Andy Makareth car responds equally as well on the restart green flag. When they come down, we're going to complete 15, 5 to go. And look at Andy Makareth. You can see Makareth. He's just going to work to the inside. Andy Makareth, a brand new leader. Hey, here comes the earlier leader. Jody Bound is taking it right back. Look at him switching the lead. What a race this one. Boy, I'll tell you, what racing at the head of the pack. And now Andy Makareth, and here comes Jody Bound is taking over the lead. Andy Makareth. And here comes Dan May now on the move. So 4 cars all in contention. And look at Kenny Lorenz. Lorenz starting to move up now quickly. But the leader right now is Jody Bound with Andy Makareth, 17 down. And this time by, they'll display the parallel flags will be held aloft. 2 to go. Jody Bound, Andy Makareth, Mark Samet, Danny May, and Kenny Lorenz rise in 5th spot. And this time by, it will be 1 to go. The field now, the top 5 cars, all at single file, and the white is out. The very last go around here. 2 more turns of the wheel as they head down the back straightaway. Let's see who can hold on to this one. Can it be Jody Bound? Bound high in the banking. It'll be Bound, Makareth, Samet, Danny May, and Kenny Lorenz. So the victor, boy, he gained the lead, lost the lead, regained it. They were shuffling back and forth, him and Andy Makareth, at the very end of that event. Boy, what a classic race. Well, they talk about a lot of races being boring. I'll guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, that was not boring. That was a very exciting event. When you have the 2 leaders swapping the lead with a very few laps left to go in that one, as the field of cars taking their cool down lap here after just a whale of an event. And ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy racing, and you enjoy open wheel racing in particular, when this driver pulls up here in Victory Circle, and he is coming around very slowly now, heading down into Victory Circle, and please give him a Holland Speedway welcome and a job well done. He led, lost it, led again. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of Stouffville, Ontario. He drives the car number 84, and that is Jody Bound. So how about making some noise for Jody Bound, our visitor from Stouffville, Ontario. And he picks up the feature victory here tonight in the car number 84. So the helmet's off. The presentations are being made. The folks coming over from the Can-Am Midget Club. Rick Mooney appears to be ready as the car is rolled back into Victory Circle.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Well, down trackside, we have our own Rick Mooney. Rick, take it away trackside, please, Rick.
Thank you, Kenny Hangauer. Jody Bound climbing out of his car as he climbs out. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Our Can-Am TK Midget feature winner, Jody Bound. Jody, great run tonight. Boy, you and Eddie Mackert, there was some racing out there.
Yeah, it was pretty close. I didn't know how far behind he was. I saw his wheel there a couple times and just hope for the best.
Now, for the benefit of the fans who don't see you guys race all that often that are here at Holland tonight, you come from a real Can-Am Midget family, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a third-generation driver. My grandfather, he raced at C&E in Pinecrest, and then got into the midgets, and then my dad took over the wheel, and now I'm in the wheel myself.
Now, Holland's the biggest track on which you guys compete throughout the year. How do you approach a race like this, which is as we've been calling it, your Daytona race here?
You got to be pretty cool. You got to, there's a lot of room to move, but you still got to use your head because of the great amount of speed that you're carrying into the corners and that. But it's a pretty safe track. It's an excellent facility, and track's nice and smooth, and can't wait to come back.
And how about some thank yous for the crew members and your sponsors?
My dad and my friend Jamie, they just put together an excellent car, and Skeleton Truck Lines and Markham Driveline, they backed me all the way 100%. If it wasn't for them guys, I wouldn't be able to do it.
All right, well, we're glad to see you here in Victory Lane, and we'll see you back in 95, no doubt.
For sure.
Thank you very much, and our feature winner tonight, let him hear you, ladies and gentlemen, Jody Bound.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, momentarily we'll be going with the figure 8 feature races of the evening. Kenny was talking about our sponsors tonight. Budweiser Beer, of course, proud to be our Bud. We welcome to Paul Vukovic and Gordy Hessel and all of their families, and Budweiser will be presenting trophies to all feature winners. AP Parts, meet the challenge night at Holland Speedway, and we welcome AP Parts Challenge. A special welcome to Tom Williams and all the AP Parts dealers and jobbers. AP Parts will be selecting a driver that he or she feels will most improve from start to finish, and the winner will receive an AP Parts prize for winning this contest. As a part of the AP Parts Challenge, we welcome many of their fine stores that are with us tonight. Advantage Auto Store from Hamburg, Battery and Starter Auto Parts in Cheektowaga, Albino Auto Parts in Buffalo, Halfway Auto Parts, Lockport, and East Amherst, New York, Empire Auto Parts all the way over from Erie, Pennsylvania, Paul Krutke Auto Supplies in Franklinville, Olean Sales in Olean, Crowell Auto Parts in Gowanda, and their dealers, Joseph I. Ensers Incorporated in Athol Springs, Jack Stevens Buick and Cadillac in Hamburg, Blackwell's Mobile in Boston, Expressway Automotive in Hamburg, Eden Ford in Eden, New York, John DeMarco doing business, as they didn't write it down, in Hamburg, and Boston Valley Collision. So we welcome all of you to Holland International Speedway this evening. And we have just received word here in the tower that they've acquired some replica miniature cars of Shane Riffle's car number 2 in the Charger division. They've invited their many fans to join them in the pits after the racing program is completed, and there's giveaway toy cars to the first 150 youngsters that report to car number 2. Shane Riffle's car runs in the Chargers. You can't get over there till after the Budweiser 100, the final feature of the evening. But talk Mom and Dad into letting you stick around, because they got miniature race cars of the number 2 of Shane Riffle. First 150 youngsters that get to the pits after the races will receive those cars. some of the displays. Of course, we've seen the mighty Taco Skydivers. Our good friend Speed Sports and More with us here this evening. They've got a lot of racing collectibles and souvenirs on sale right at the foot of the tower. We welcome Rundle's Garage. We welcome all the gang from HTZ FM in Canada. And we certainly invite you to check out the all-terrain vehicles and the 1995 snowmobile display. Wow, we're talking about snowmobiles already, and Bliss Garage has brought them to Holland International Speedway, and they have an exciting display. A longtime friend of ours is here at the Speedway, and we welcome back Hat Pin Marty. Hat Pin Marty says he has over 900 different hat pins. Last time, or 2 times ago when he was here, I guess that there was 927 different hat pins. He laughed. He said, I don't know where you've been, Larry. He just did inventory. He had 928. I miscounted or I missed one. Checkered flag jewelry is also available there. Bumper stickers for your car. And Matchbox cars, too, at Hat Pin Marty at the hat pin stand right down on the concourse. And, of course, the Winston Gazebo, the official souvenir stand of Holland Speedway. We sell visual tapes of we have visual tapes of the races here at the Speedway. We have all kinds of souvenirs of both the Winston Racing Series and Holland International Speedway available at the Winston Gazebo as a nice souvenir of your races tonight. They have photos, key tags, and various other items. They're all at the gazebo, and we're about ready for the next event on the program.